My power is stretched thin, bled away, and you are too small, too mortal to truly understand. But small things can move beneath the notice of others. Your master hopes that you will grow strong while he leads the predators away. His reasons are clouded, but you must find a way through the fog. You are the one who can hear, the one who can act. Search, but look also for yourself. You are a spirit monk, and you are the last. The amulet is a focus. It will guide you. But when you know both sides of the veil of death, ability alone will save you. Pity the world if you fail, spirit monk, for you are the last. I do not have the strength to answer. I am cut open, and the way to the underworld is shut. Spirits are lost with no shepherd, no guardians. You must restore us. I have a moment of power, a window to grant knowledge of a primal energy. You must choose between ice and fire, and I will grant the skill to bring them to your hands. I can do no more. I must fade. Pity those spirits that have grown twisted. You will come to know their pain when life leaves you. There is no inherent villainy in any martial action, only in the hearts of those who wield them. If you rely too much on simple force, then you cannot act without it. Emotions burn within, but can be coaxed outwards as well. Harness this to bring fire to your hands. Yours is the power to unleash dire flame. Emotions burn, but the spirit can also turn cold and strike with grim resolve. Command this, and you chill the hearts of your enemies. Yours is the power of Ice Shard. I have energy enough only to instill knowledge of one, not both. Knowledge of the other may come in time, but not today. You are drawn by destiny, like water flowing, bleeding. Have you begun to question your path? It is murky, blocked, but carefully crafted. You are on this path because you have been shaped, groomed, and the predators have been drawn away to let you pass. Can you see how that path winds towards your prey? You are meant to learn, but not too much. To see, but not too clearly. To succeed, but not completely. To control an outcome, control the beginning. It is godlike, the most arrogant action. That is what was done. I weaken. But listen. Endings come at their own pace. You would better serve your cause by asking where it began. Question why the path is there, not where it leads. For now, look to yourself. The guardian ahead will test and teach. He is an ally, one you can trust. Find your purpose. Fulfill your destiny, and we will meet again.
An interesting ploy, napping to attract our enemies. I prefer a more active approach. Let's keep moving.
Perhaps I've made my brewmaster services too available. We really should keep moving.
It happened again, didn't it? You saw something. I don't like the effect this place has on you. Let's get going.
Not the best place for a lie down. Whatever your trouble, we need to keep moving.
Another momentary stumble. This could become a concern if it happens many more times. Try to keep moving.
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These 3 pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end. Even here, so weak, the waters cannot bleed forever. Nothing is without end, not even this world, not when my power rests in the hands of mortals. Names are fleeting, given so your kind can point and say, "That is mine." All words, names, history, dreams, they die on your lips. What remains after that is beyond you, or is meant to be. Not everything can be owned, not without price. You will pay a debt earned by another. I hear, but I am too weak to lend aid. Others push above their station, but you are where you should be, though you are poisoned by selective knowledge. I lack the strength to help you. You cannot avoid your fate. When someone steps beyond their station, others must fall to fill the gap. You are in your station. You are where you should be. He is counting on that. If you fail in your destiny, your true enemy falls with you. And if he falls, so do we all. You must win. But in doing so, you will lose. It is a painful circle that must be allowed to close. You do not truly have a choice until you confront what comes after. You will be free to act, but there is a cost. He challenges the order. He pushes above while you are where you should be, where you must be.
Great Mistress, it is heaven itself to see you again. I have been so lost without your wisdom.
I have left you without my guidance for far too long, Abbot Song. But I could not speak with you. My strength was consumed contacting the last of the Order. You are the last. There is no one else that can do what you are destined to do. I had to conserve and prepare. I did not know the exact day you would cross to this realm. Li is consuming my power, drawing it through the amulet he stole when he betrayed you. You must restore the next fountain before it is too late. What you see is how you perceive abilities that are inherently yours as a spirit monk. Essence gems still serve you because the amulet was a pathway, not a source of power. The amulet trains you to access what is already present, something Sun Li misunderstood. However, as a focus, it still allows him to take my power much faster than his brother did. There is no time. I am not strong enough to stay and answer them. Ask your questions of Abbot Song. Let the wisdom of the Abbot guide you if you need aid. Restore the second fountain, and I will speak to you again, if I am able. The second fountain is restored, and for this I thank you. But from this point on, Abbot Song cannot travel with you. He must lead his fellows from their cursed existence.
Great Mistress, I have tried to lead them, to free them, but they will not listen to me. They cannot even see me. Let me continue on and redeem myself for this failure.
You suffered doubt in defeat, but you are strengthened by the actions of this spirit monk. Go, lead your fellows to victory and rest. Your path does not lie in the temple.
Yes, Great Mistress, it is all so clear now. I will do as you say, and the spirit monks shall avenge the great slaughter of 20 years ago.
Abbot Song has done all he can for us. For too long he has been apart from his brethren. Now he can finally join them, though their ultimate victory will be up to you. A great evil awaits, and only you have the power to defeat it. Destroy the creature corrupting my temple. Do this, and the restoration of Dirge will be complete. With Dirge restored, a great portion of my power will return. I will be able to grant rest to my loyal servants, and help you back to the land of the living. But beware. The true corruption of Dirge rests in the temple, where Emperor Sun Hai struck me down. That desecration drew terrible things to Dirge, beings not part of the natural order. An abomination has gorged itself for 2 decades on the pain and suffering released with my murder. 20 years growing strong, feasting on the death of a god. All creatures, all spirits, even the gods, have their place. But this nameless thing is not truly part of our existence. It is a manifestation of all that is wrong in our world. Sun Hai disrupted the natural order, and unknowingly gave birth to a mindless evil driven only by instinct and hunger. It feeds and it grows, and now you must destroy it. I cannot aid you in this battle. The very taint that feeds your enemy keeps me from entering. Destroy it. Cleanse my temple, and I will speak with you inside. The taint is destroyed. My temple is cleansed. Dirge is restored. After 20 years, my spirit may once more return to my temple. Your loyalty is noble, your service appreciated. You show the humble traits of a true spirit monk. But there is still much to do. Your words reveal that which is least pleasing about you. No true spirit monk would be so selfish. Though I blame Li and his training for this, not you. I can act now, but not for long. Sun Li will soon command all of my power. To complete my restoration, you must return to the mortal world. Find my body and destroy it. Sun Hai devoured my heart, but he needed time to siphon my power. He kept my body from dying, trapped between life and death, held like a trophy in his imperial palace. That was how he ended the drought. You must find my body and kill it, so that when you defeat your former master, my power is free to dissipate. Until then, I cannot be reborn. Be prepared. Sun Li will not fall as easily as his brother. The Emperor had to proceed slowly. Sun Li has used the amulet to take much more power far more quickly. He has grown so strong that he cannot be defeated while my body still lives, not even by you. You must find my body in the palace and destroy it before you face him. I have called your allies to Dirge, not the spirit realm where we are now, but to the Dirge that exists in the mortal world. You will meet them there when you are restored. I am the shepherd of the dead. I can restore your life, though the act will drain me of what little power I reclaimed, and may expose you to even more danger. The maddened spirits that swarm this realm hunger for passage anywhere. I will not be able to stop them following you, but there is no other way. You have done well, mortal, but your journey is far from over. Time grows short, and we must act quickly if we are to stop your Master Li. Your master, Sun Li, the glorious strategist, betrayed you. He killed you to claim the power of the Emperor, my power, as his own. You are dead. But in the moment of your death, I seized your spirit, drawing you to this nether realm between the living and the dead. I am the Water Dragon, immortal guardian of the path to the underworld. I shepherd the dead, leading them to my holy temple in Dirge, the gateway to the afterlife. Once that was true. As immortal guardian of the paths to the underworld, I guided spirits through this realm. I led them to Dirge, gateway to the afterlife. But 20 years ago, the Emperor and his brothers attacked Dirge. They burned my temple, slew my servants, and defiled my body so the Emperor could claim my power. I no longer have the power to guide the dead. They wander aimlessly until they go mad. Only the Emperor's death spared you from a similar... This is difficult for me. I am stronger here than in the mortal world, where I could only appear to you in brief visions. But even speaking here exacts a great toll. When Emperor Sun Hai fell, I reclaimed some of my power, enough to call your spirit here. But now I am fading once more. Sun Li consumes my energy. Your former master has long desired power, to impose his will on the Empire. His plan took years to form, but the prize was too grand to let go to waste on his brother's madness. He consumes my essence to become a god, but he does not yet fully control his power. That is why I could bring you here, and why we can speak now. My strength wanes. We must act quickly. For you to fulfill your destiny, I must send you to Dirge now, while Sun Li struggles to control his newfound power. The glorious strategist knows patience. Li has planned this for 20 years. When Dirge fell, he rescued you only because he believed you were a tool he could use. The Emperor claimed my power. Only a spirit monk could face him. Li came to know this, so he raised you, trained you, and cast you aside when your task was done. You will learn this and more, but we must move quickly. When he discovers what I have done, he will try to seal this realm and prevent me from sending you to Dirge. You are the last of the spirit monks, sworn guardians of the Water Dragon. You are bound by the legacy of your ancestors to undo what the Emperor and Li have done. My temple at Dirge is defiled. I do not have the power to restore you to life. But I can send your spirit to Dirge, so you may cleanse the taint corrupting my holy sanctum. Hurry! If you restore the fountains of Dirge, I can restore you to life. If you do not, Master Li will become unstoppable. There is no time. Go to Dirge before Li seals the portal. Be wary in Dirge. It is corrupted. Dark spirits lurk there. You will need all the abilities you command, for they are yours, even without the amulet. I will explain when I am able. Seek out Abbot Song. He will help you. Restore the fountains of Dirge. Restore my power, and I will speak to you again. The first fountain has been restored. You have done well. You must destroy my body in the palace to weaken him, but there is more you can do. I see within you the knowledge of his child. If it lives, Li's rage can be proven false. See through my eyes and shape what you already know. One among you was born to the light of a false morning sun. Already she senses it was the burning of Dirge. But Dirge is not known to the Empire. It is a secret place, and its death was only visible from one height, one vantage, the palace of the family's son. And then spirited away from the tale your lost friend told. Born while the brothers attacked this place, killed after Lee was cast out. He never knew her. She was born while he and his brothers attacked this place. She died after he was cast out. He has no reason to know her, or to think that she lives. Sun Li does not look with the eyes of a father. His gaze does not seek life. She was appraised as a tool, just as you were, but her potential did not hold his interest. The loss of his family hides his ambition, perhaps even from himself. It may benefit you to reveal this, but my body must also die. Your master claims the throne and my power. He will rule as a god unless he is stopped. Remember, find my body in the palace and destroy it, or you will not be able to defeat Sun Li. Enter the portal. I return to you the life that was so wrongly taken. Death has come to you, but life can be regained. I will guide you through madness to the light. Follow the pillar of light. Your master betrayed you, as he once betrayed his brother. A revenge years in the planning. He trained you to fight a tyrant, but with a flaw. He wanted you vulnerable in your moment of triumph. The dragon amulet is in his hands, reassembled. He will consume my power, but all is not lost. Seek my light. I was able to guide you here because there was an instant between the Emperor's death and when Sun Li claimed my power. I regained some energy, but that moment has passed. The glorious strategist laid his plans carefully. The only thing he could not account for was my intervention in the instant after the Emperor's death, before he took my power. You were doomed long before I or my abbot entered your company. Had you deviated from Sun Li's plan, he would have ended his experiment at a time I was still helpless. He is corrupting its nature. Fortunately, you now see that as a spirit monk, essence gems will serve you without it. The amulet is a pathway, not a source of power. Perhaps, but Sun Hai did not have your amulet. Fortunately, you now see that as a spirit monk, essence gems will serve you without it. It is a pathway, not a source of power. You live, but the portal was not sealed quickly enough. Defeat the maddened creatures that have followed you, or your life will once again be undone. Seek your fellows. They know about your awakening and are on their way to the shelter of Dirge. Hurry. Others will find you soon enough. Struggle as best you can. Your world is in the balance. If they fight for me, they will benefit from my influence as you have, Spirit Monk. The heavens guide your hands. Pray it is enough. This shell has long been tainted by the misuse of my power. It should be put to rest, not used to further the crime that sustained it. I help myself by showing you what has been done in the name of power. Mortals will corrupt it beyond care for their fellows, or even for their own brothers.
She wants you to be disgusted by Master Li. You can make sure this never happens again.
Water flows from the wound that will not heal in the body that cannot die. Part of me functions as an aspect of our world, elemental in nature. It was never meant to flow free. It is not infinite. The Jade Empire is green, but somewhere another land goes thirsty. All things are linked.
and someone else suffers our fate while we defy destiny.
Your master awaits you, but he is not yet aware. You have time to alter things to your favor. You have time to set us all on the path to rebirth. Learn what has come before, and you will understand what must be done now. Follow into the depths and see what was done in search of my power. The tombs of the greatest emperors. Here the empire was built, and here the heart of it is laid to rest. Now that heart is torn out, like another to come. It was gutted to allow the flow, to guide the water that pours from a crime against the heavens and the order of all things. What hope is there for the future when the past is cast so roughly aside? Emperor Sun would not accept that his empire had to fade so that something new would bloom. He declared war as if the drought was an advancing army. He and the glorious strategist focused on me, the water dragon. I symbolized the fading they wanted to avoid and the regrowth they desperately needed. I became the answer to everything. Press further, and you will see the source of the lush new empire under the brother's sun. You must see it with your own eyes to comprehend what they have done. The living are the victims. If this is how the past is treated, what can you expect for the future? Nothing done will matter because it will all be swept aside. Everything is someone or something's past. This is why mortals cannot wield the power of the gods. They cannot see the complexity of the world. You have come. Destiny set this moment in motion, but from here, your choices are your own to make. For some things, this is true, but if you look too closely at the current crisis alone, you risk upsetting a greater balance. That was the mistake made here. Behold, words would not have sufficed. You had to see with your own eyes to truly know my fate. This cannot continue. Fight them! Show them that such things will not go unpunished! This is what he has done. This is what your Master Li allowed. For 20 years my body has bled, separate from the spirit, feeding the Empire and the Emperor. It is an agony that you cannot fathom. To have fallen so far into the hands of men. Rebirth is impossible while this continues.
By all the heavens!
This is not right. Gods do not bleed.
Forgive us, great dragon. Our mortal kin are ignorant, foolish, unkind. These crimes will not go unanswered.
You small creatures, you heard the sounds of battle, but are you truly prepared? What will become of your world if my kind fall to the same evils that plague you? Your Master Li must be stopped. The Empire must find balance without the flow of heart water he has unleashed. The reign of Emperor Sun saw my abuse, but Sun Li, the glorious strategist, laid the plans. One could not occur without the other. It was never his intent to let Brother Hai rule. Had his plan initially succeeded, your master would be emperor, and you would have been destroyed with the others of your kind. You are a spirit monk, charged with guarding the order of things. You were not born to this role, but as the last, a solemn duty falls at your feet. I cannot be healed. My body has been cut open, my heart removed. I should rejoin the great wheel, but I am defiled and cannot rest. Rebirth can only come when my essence is free. To defeat your master, you must stop the power he draws from me. Soon he will be too strong, even for you. Your master abuses the amulet he took from you. His brother did not have that luxury, so he needed to draw my essence slowly. the toll on his body was grave. Emperor Sun did not have the amulet. He had to draw my essence slowly, or it would overwhelm him. Even so, it took a horrible toll on his body. Your master does not have to be so cautious. The amulet is not a source of power, but it is a focus. He partakes of energy that mortals were never meant to hold. He laps at it greedily, expecting your return. You must destroy the source of that power. You must destroy my body. When he falls, all that is mine will then rejoin my spirit. Rebirth.
There is no other decision to make. This desecration, we must undo it.
Then let it be so. Take hold of a blade, spirit monk, and let it strike true. Destroy the machine that maintains this abomination. The great wheel must turn.
To what end? Look what has become of our master. Look what he has been a part of.
Beware what you say, for you are still mortal and open to the same weaknesses he and his brothers displayed. It seems that you learned your lessons in the spirit realm a little too well. Yes, blood from your mortal companions could be used to poison my body. The energy flowing to Sun Li would be disrupted, making him vulnerable. Defeat him, and my power would remain trapped in this body, for you to use. You could claim his place, become a god. As the blood poison waned, your power would surpass his and eventually consume my very being. But the water that flows from me now sustains the Empire. If you poison my body, you poison wherever that water flows. You would taint the heart of the Empire.